So the newest episode of Suicide Squad Isekai just came out this morning. I got a chance to watch it earlier, had time to think about it, and this episode I found to be really fun, mostly because it's a more action-packed type of episode. From the very beginning to the very end, we find the Suicide Squad now confronted with the previous team that was sent to this other world, and they have now decided to collide and fight each other, and unfortunately things don't turn out that well. Spoilers ahead from this point on. Here we go. So the Suicide Squad finds this new team, but first they find that they are controlling a bunch of elves who are killing the prisoners from the previous few episodes that the squad had befriended with. And one of the members in that prison guard place is now decapitated. This pisses off Harley Quinn, and now she and the rest of the Suicide Squad are now geared up and ready to fight Enchantress, Thinker, and Killer Croc. And man, this was really fun. It gets very violent, it gets very action-packed, the choreography was great, the animation was stellar throughout. This was an overall cool fight. And unfortunately, it doesn't end that well for the Suicide Squad as they end up losing, to the point where it seemed like Peacemaker, Clayface, and Deadshot have been killed by Thinker, who is in control of this entire operation. And Killer Croc was able to pummel the shit out of King Shark, who did survive, and that was clear from the beginning, but is clearly knocked out. And now, because the Suicide Squad had failed their mission to protect this prison, they are now put in a dungeon, and the queen of this world is about to execute them. And the squad, while trying to come up with a plan to try and escape, the princess and her guy on the side decided that fuck the queen, she's a piece of shit, let's free the Suicide Squad members and get them to safety so that they can continue on this fight, because they seem trustworthy enough and they have some sort of connection with each other. Mainly with the princess and Harley Quinn, I'm very interested to see where that goes and how far they're going to take these characters in terms of their backstories and how they relate to each other. Overall, this was a pretty good episode. A little light on the story, admittedly. We don't get much in the way of the story apart from us learning of the backstory of the princess and her past and how her upbringing was like as a child and how the queen treats her and kingdom. And overall, it's stuff that we know before. You get to learn a little bit more of the friends she made and how that relationship kind of went sideways, and you do really feel bad for this princess and you want to see her succeed and rule over her mother, because she's a total piece of shit. Obviously, I cannot wait for the Suicide Squad to probably kill her. Overall, this was pretty light on story. Apart from that, there isn't much to talk about. Just the Suicide Squad members just failing another battle and are now forced to try and push themselves forward as much as they can to try and live and succeed on their mission. So now that stages are set for the next few episodes, it seems like the squad are going rogue completely with no help at all from any second or third party members. They're just on their own terms now. And that is going to probably give them a lot of unfiltered stuff to do without being in control that much, apart from being controlled by Amanda Waller, who still has control over the bombs. So overall, this was a pretty fun episode. I really enjoyed it. I found it to be a lot of fun. I found the action to be very exciting, and I cannot wait for next week's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys next time.